We're finally live.
We're finally live. What up? Let's get weird. It's your boy Tommy G here with the much awaited this morning edition of Stay Cashin Show. Joined by the worst producer of the day, best producer in the world, worst producer of the day, Evan Hand, who me and Bill Rupp seem to think may be a part of the faction, Bill. I think that might have been our mic drop moment right there. That was actually the first time we got up to, I think, 140 views in the pre-show.
65 likes.
67 likes and 150 views before we even started.
Oh.
And all of a sudden, Bill, faction Hand over here
This whole
comes
time
in and goes, oh, the stream's fucked, and we got to start a whole new stream. My tweet's dead. My notifications are dead. Our views are gone.
This whole time he's been right under our nose.
Right under our nose.
Listen, FanDuel pays me well. Okay.
I mean, faction Hand over there. I mean, I don't know if we'll ever have a start like that, Bill. I don't know if we'll ever see a start like that.
I don't even know if we should do the show now. Let's just.
I had a splitting headache right now.
Yeah.
I literally just I just woke up again.
I was laying on the couch watching Chicago Fire. I mean, I was happy.
I was not. I have a terrible headache, not from a hangover, just like a migraine that I had this morning. And I tried to take a little nap before the show. I woke up and I was like, "Oh, look at all these likes already." I don't even have to yell at everyone today. Like I've got
a theory behind headaches. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people I know who get migraines and have headaches use the air conditioner all the time. Me, never air conditioner. Don't hardly ever use it. I never get migraines.
I mean, I can see that. I can see that, especially mine that blows directly.
A lot of recycled air. You get a lot of nosebleeds?
No, if I do, it's from cocaine.
Yeah, I've never had a nosebleed. Never had a nosebleed besides being punched in the face.
Yeah, do some
never
more.
Never had like a migraine. Like so, it's the air conditioners.
Is it? All right. I thought it was my brainiac head. My brain.
No, that's Rupp's tip of the day.
You don't think it's that my brain's so big that it pushes against the walls of my head?
No. So I gave you the tip of the day. I'll also give you the Snapple real fact of the day.
Snapple cap Rupp is back.
Only one syllabled U.S. state is.
Only what?
One syllabled U.S. state.
One syllable?
You know what a syllable is, right?
Yeah.
Like only. Only is one syllable. Go ahead.
Not Ohio. Wow. Isn't that weird that Ohio's 3?
Evan?
Maine.
Oh.
Bing, bing, bing.
Did I redeem myself?
No, you live there.
I don't live in Maine.
You're like right next to Maine.
He's nowhere near Maine.
Dude, he's how far are you from Maine?
I mean, probably like 5 hours, but I'm closer than you are.
Yeah.
He's like fucking an hour.
Well, anything north of this place is all together. Maine, Buffalo, Boston, all that stuff is all just jumbled together for me. Everything out there. All right, Evan, you gained half a point back.
Yes.
So Evan, what happened?
Well, I was trying to be a man of the people and put us on Twitter as well, but if you're a nerd like me, sometimes the Twitter stream is a lower resolution than the YouTube stream, so they're competing for each other. That's was happening with Twitch when we were on Twitch, and everything just got fucked, and I messed it all up, and this will be my last show because I'm getting fired later today.
By the way, Bill's getting fired for saying only is one syllable.
I just made it up.
Only.
Yeah. I meant to say one. And then only.
Only. Isn't that odd though that Ohio is only fucking 4 letters and 3 syllables?
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. All right, so let's get to some shit here now that we're back live and popping. Evan, you said there's a giveaway today. What's going on? What's crack-a-lacking over here?
Yeah, you told the viewers yesterday we're going to have a giveaway, and if we got a lot of likes, then we'll do it. And we have not had to say it once, but if, do it.
Likes are impressive today. Let's not push it. But the Wednesday show is the best for likes every time, even though it doesn't get the most views, simply because we usually yelled at them yesterday, right? So it's still fresh. By Friday, God forbid they get a day off, gone. Like everything just Control-Alt-Deletes right from their brains. So you are doing good so far. Let's see how quick we can get that up to 100. Let's go into the headlines here in a second. Before we do that, Do we have anyone coming on the show today that I need to know about, Evan, since I took my migraine nap right before the show?
Just us.
Yeah,
Just
it's just us today. Aber is chaperoning at a zoo.
Do we have to deal with the Nightghost today or no? No?
I offered him.
Yeah, no, don't offer him anymore. We'll tell him when he comes on. All right, so we'll talk a little bit about the hockey game real quick. Bill, what did you think of the Ranger game last night?
Fuck the Rangers. I smashed Earth again yesterday. I did awesome. I've been killing it. I've been on fire. Yeah, I'm best week. I'm just killing everything.
You are.
NBA, baseball, hockey, whatever you put in front of me, I'm just killing. Gave out a couple free bets on here yesterday. They both won. Just killing it all.
Just you're like me at a fucking you're like me with pussy. Just fucking killing it.
I'm just slaying it.
Just slaying it. Speaking of pussy, Deshaun Watson kills a lot of pussy too, but in a very different way than myself.
According to the New York Times, a lot more than we thought.
Yeah. So, not a lot more than I thought. A lot more than maybe.
What are we talking about here? Are we talking about me killing things? Are we talking about Deshaun Watson, or are we talking about the hockey game? I'm confused.
Well, I mean, I wanted to talk about the hockey game. I kind of saw a great segue, so I jumped on it because I didn't think it would come back up. So now that
was
it's
a good
ruined,
segue, but you got me confused.
Yeah, I did too. I mean, listen, sometimes you got to sacrifice the quality of the show for personal segue credibility.
Gotcha.
So that's it. So let's go back to the Rangers. Now that you guys have seen my segue prowess, I thought it was a very good game. It was interesting. The Rangers came out flat. It got fun at the end, right? But the game was fixed. It was exactly factioned up. Ghost said he didn't want to hear anything about the faction. Rangers score all their points on power plays. We know that. I do think they want the Rangers to win the cup. I do think the Rangers will get to the cup. Really, that's all they need them to do, right, is get there for the ratings and everything to get that New York market. But as we said yesterday, Bill, if the Rangers go up 3-1 heading home, that series could be over real quick. And they just lost a series in 4 games in Colorado. So I think they want to extend this series. I still think the Rangers win it. I thought it was very interesting, Bill. And Ghost doesn't want us to talk about the faction in hockey, but thought it was very interesting that there was not a single penalty called on the Tampa Bay Lightning until 10 minutes left in the third period. And then once the Lightning went up 3-0, all of a sudden they got 3 penalties called on them, and it was okay to loosen the game up when all the Rangers do is score on power plays.
So, yeah, you're right on that. Listen, you have to start betting with the faction. You have to learn what they're doing, what these places are doing.
In the head of the faction.
What's going on if you want to keep up with gambling. Because I've been saying it on our Discord, if you're a big gambler, you're going to have to go back to the bookie and just pray that he pays you. These places don't want big gamblers. They're going to cut you off. They're going to do what they got to do. And if you're a $5 and $10 gambler, you can play all your light. Or if you're a parlay guy, that you see these people put these parlays together. Like I saw one on Action Network. Someone bet $135,000 to win $400,000.
Yeah.
It was Tampa Bay. So we risked $134,000 on a game that went to extra innings on a walk-off. Yeah. And that. So they like those guys because they always lose parlays anyway. Right. But you were right. They didn't score. We bet with the faction last night. So we said the Rangers are going to get a power play eventually. You said it's going to even out. So that rang a thing in my head saying, all right, let's take the
over a half.
Over a half a goal starting in the third period because they're going to get some power plays at the end of the game. And what happened? They got a couple power plays. Could have made the game actually did when it was 3-1. There was a few minutes left where they got another power play, and it could have been 3-2. But in the middle of that power play,
they called the penalty on the Rangers.
On the Rangers, which negated the rest of that power play, and the game was over.
Very interesting case of events there. But anyway, the hockey game, Rangers came out flat. They looked like shit. They're going to go back. I think that's tomorrow, right? Do they play again tomorrow? Or
yeah, tomorrow.
Or are they actually taking a day off for once? I love the hockey, how they just every other day. And that's the problem with the NBA, which is back tonight, which we'll talk about in a second, that the NBA took they play and then they're off for 3 days and then they play again and it's a 30-point blowout and then they're off for 2 or 3 days and then there'll be a 30-point blowout tonight. How do you get into the NBA finals right now? I forgot it was going on, Bill. Literally yesterday, and we've done really well in the NBA. The only losses we've had have been because blowouts cost us minutes on guys like Draymond and Curry at the end of. How do you get into it when you fucking watch it and then 2-3 days later you're watching it again randomly? Like, play the fucking thing consistently so it can get a rhythm.
It's 2022, bro. It's not 1950 when
they don't need fucking 3 days off.
When they're traveling on buses. They're there the next night. Like, as soon as that game ended yesterday, everybody went to New York. That's it. Yeah. They're there. Like, you know, they're ready to play. Everybody, you know, Boston, they're there. Like, what the fuck? Play the game, bro.
I don't even remember game one.
No, it was so
I don't
long
even remember it. Last night, we realized last night because it's been.
Who did the Warriors play in the first round of the playoffs?
My high school team. I don't even know. I have no idea. I know they played Memphis.
Boston played who?
I don't know.
No, they played New Jersey because we know.
Oh, that was the first round. I thought that was the second round. Yeah, they
didn't
play New Jersey. They played Brooklyn.
Yeah.
But yeah,
who the fuck knows?
Yeah, it was like 3 months ago. like it's just crazy because like we've been heavy on hockey too, and it's like Avalanche play, Rangers play, Avalanche play, Rangers play, Avalanche play, Rangers play, Avalanche are done. So now it's break, Rangers play, right? Like, you know, every day. Yesterday, I literally said in the fucking Discord, fuck, we have nothing for tomorrow. And then you were like, wait, the Warrior. I'm like, oh shit, basketball's still on. Like, just completely, literally fucking forgot it existed. So,
and it's at 9:00, so.
Yeah, and let's put it on at 9:00. That's a great thing.
We'll see the first quarter, and then
that's phenomenal. Yeah, put it on at 9:00. We don't give a fuck. We're up till fucking 3 a.m. But that's great. Yeah, for the casual fan to stay up till fucking 12:30 on a fucking on a weekday when they have work in the morning. So we'll talk about the NBA coming up here shortly. We got a lot to say on the NBA, a lot of bets. Price Wallace is not able to join us today, but we will have his PGA bets. We're going to give you the MLB bets. I'm going to give you one right now for the MLB. I want you to wait until the end of this half of the inning. It's right now let me see. Bottom of the first and second, 1 out. Toronto Blue Jays versus the Kansas City Royals. This line right now is -110. I know that looks tasty, but that's just because men are on. I'm fine taking the 130, 140 if they get out of this without a run. I am taking the Blue Jays this afternoon. It's the only game on right now. So I would advise you wait a little bit. Make sure they don't get any runs here. I'll update you in a second on what happens and when you should bet it. But get your betting accounts open so that you can put a wager on this, and I will tell you when to fire. We might be able to get them at like plus 200 if they give up a run or two here. So headlines. We started to segue over to Deshaun Watson. Evan, what do we got going on over there?
It just keeps getting crazier by the minute. A report by the New York Times came out yesterday saying that in 17 months from fall 2019 through spring 2021, he booked a massage or a physical therapy appointment with 66 different therapists, 66 different women. Okay.
How long a period was that?
17 months.
2 years. Yeah, 17 months.
17 months. Okay.
But the more shocking information.
About 4 a month.
No, 2019 to 2021.
Yeah,
17 months.
4 months about.
17 months. Yeah.
Anyway, the more shocking information that came out of this was that the Texans gave Deshaun Watson a membership at an upscale private club where he received massages and also provided him, the Texans legal team provided him with NDAs that these therapists had to sign before doing it. That's fucking crazy.
And it was happening at their facilities. So you said something interesting yesterday, Tommy, in a Discord last night.
I do that a lot.
By
the way, new record, 220, already at 100 likes. Bravo, guys.
Let's go. Good job.
Keep pushing to the moon, Alice. If you get to 150, Evan keeps his job. I'll tell you that.
Oh, please.
So,
you said let's go back to watch the Hard Knocks that they were on to see anything in the background that's going on.
I want to go back and watch the Hard Knocks. I mean, listen, I'm a conspiracy theorist. I'm a fucking rabbit hole diver. So we had a whole off season where the fucking camera
when they're interviewing someone in the background.
Yeah, I want to little things, little jokes that may be made on the field, like, you know, a little fucking a little naked Asian lady running out of the fucking room.
How stiff are you today?
You see a little naked Asian lady running out of a room, but like, in the background from fucking Deshaun Watson chasing after.
Listen, bro, everybody's got their fucking oddity, weirdity, whatever. Apparently his is hookers.
Not hookers, though. I feel like it's massage therapists.
Yeah, but
right? Like, I think he needs to. I think the hooker part is I always did say, and I don't want to.
I think the problem is that he started getting the ones that give the happy ending.
Right.
But when he called other places, they sent legit ones sometimes. So they weren't all places that you go to on Bloomfield Ave in Newark.
Which you know very well.
Maybe open one day and then closed and moved to 5 blocks up the street the other day. But I don't think he knew. Like,
well, so there's one thing about this, and I trust me, I do not want to compare myself to Deshaun Watson.
Listen, I've been to one.
Of course,
you've been. Girls, and when they ask you, first they ask you, "Are you cop? Are you cop?
Are you cop?" Make me sign NDA. You cop?
Is this okay? Is this okay?
Yeah.
And then and then Deshaun, I guess he just takes it further. Like he just.
Well, so here's the thing. So if there's anyone who's capable of getting in the minds of a horny man, it's definitely myself. And I will say, and again, I'm not trying to compare myself to Deshaun Watson in any way, but except this one way, I think. I have never had any interest in hookers. I have never gotten a hooker. I've never gotten a prostitute. Bill, we've talked about this forever. I actually got made fun of. I was in Vegas one time. 3 of my friends fucked this smoking hot prostitute. And I was like up next. And I was like, nah, I have no interest of doing that ever. Right. Because half the fun of sex for me is the challenge of picking up the girl. That's like half the time it's like, oh, the 4 hours at the club kind of flirting and, oh, what are you doing? Come back, bring your friends back. Let's play beer pong. All that kind of stuff is fun. And then once you fuck her, you kind of want her out of the house, right? So the sex tends to be even a little bit overrated. So I get that side of it. And I think it's more of that, Bill, but he's on another level because he's like literally, like for me, if I'm like, hey, do you want to blow me? And she's like, no. I'm not going to like hold her head and start beating her with my cock, like I'm going to be like, okay, I'm going to find someone else who does, but Deshaun seems to like fucking, as the article said, spew ejaculate all over their chin and chest as they're saying no. Don't know how their faces get that close to his cock if they didn't want to do it. But hey, the other side of it, Bill, is that no one said a word for 5 years, right? Not a single massage therapist said a word for 5 fucking years. Fucking 1 or 2 bitches come out and go, yo, this dude is a fucking pervert. He fucking whips his cock around. All of a sudden, there's 66 women who are running out. That's the shit and here comes the porn bot. There you are. Let's go. I think I bring in the porn bot, honestly. I think they have an eye on our show and I start talking about cocks and fucking, and the porn bot's like, what? Let's go.
Porn bot picks it up.
Yeah, porn bot's like, yo, let's go. Maybe it helps our algorithm. Who knows, Evan? Maybe we get more likes when that happens. But I will say with Deshaun Watson, the thing about it is the 66 women that miraculously just popped out. Bill, if you had to guess, and we know he's a pervert, we know he's a weirdo, we know he should fucking be in serious trouble and all that, but I'm betting like 13 of them were actually violated. And 53 of them saw a bag and said, wait a minute. Meanwhile, just 6 months ago, she was bragging to her friend, like, I sucked the NFL football player's dick today for $1,000. And then she looked on TV and said, oh, wait, these people are suing? I can get $1 million. He raped me too. Like, that's what I believe. Evan, I saw you raise your finger. You had something to say.
There's just a new report about how, like, pretty rapey he was, though.
Oh, I'm sure he was very rapey. But what I'm saying is there was a lot of girls who were very willing, too, probably, who were pretending that he got very rapey.
But if we're going to go into this story that just came out, he was getting a massage from this therapist. She was doing his back. He seemed fine. And then he flipped over and then started to get like a little aggressive with her. The report's just so funny. It says,
I like the way they were. I love when they talk about like fucking sexual acts in a respectful way in these things. Give it to me. This is my porn right. I love this.
I'll screen share it. In their first session, she said he got into the happy baby yoga pose on his back with his feet in his hands. and asked her to massage between.
Time. Happy
What
baby
the
yoga
fuck
pose?
is the happy baby
All right,
pose?
What does he wear, a diaper and fucking spread his legs?
No, look on the stream. I'll share it right
I
now.
know it like what's
A
that?
downward facing dog.
Facing dog.
Look on the stream when
Okay.
it comes up.
In the first session, she said he got into the happy baby yoga
I gotta
pose
look this up.
on his back with his feet in his hands.
It'll show
Why'd you take
in
it
a
off?
minute.
It was reading. Why'd you take it off?
We're delayed, so it'll come up.
Ah, yeah, there it is.
Oh,
Oh, his asshole's all spread open and shit.
I just let that butthole fly, huh?
But it gets worse. The
Okay.
article
Carry
gets
on.
worse.
Carry on, Evan.
And asked her to massage between his testicles and his anus. She laughed off
grundle.
the request.
Grundle.
He wants a little grundle punch, huh?
A grundle.
The old grundle banger.
So he's a kinky dude, but very rapey.
I mean, or maybe he was just sore there.
I mean, listen, it's a place where I regularly get sore. I don't know about you.
Oh,
I don't know if
I mean,
ever
I've gotten a
been
lot
sore.
of grundle massages, and they make you feel great. There's a, you know how like they say if you like push in here, it could help your headache and stuff. Like maybe there's like a hot button in your grundle that makes your shoulder feel better. We don't know. Well, I'm not a biologist. I can't even tell what's a man and a woman anymore in society, let alone if that's possible. So, fuck it. The old grundle banger, Bill Rupp. So here's the real question with Deshaun Watson: should he be suspended? Should he be kicked out of the league? That seems to be what everyone's talking about. Should he get 2 years, 3 years? We won't go deep into what happens to his guaranteed contract. We started that yesterday.
Well, I found the
There's
answer
a
to
lot
that.
Okay, you did find the answer. Go.
Yeah, Yahoo posted an article today saying that there is a clause in the contract where if he gets suspended, then they can rescind all the guaranteed money and get some of the signing bonus back.
Okay. So at least
A couple of the listeners sent me the link yesterday in my DMs, and it said that. Also said that if a new person comes forward,
Which they
new
will.
charges.
I mean, how does he
also
sign
worded-
that then? Of course, there's going to be new people coming forward.
Also, if he admits, like if he signs, like if he settles out of court, if he admits any guilt to any of this, his contract could be.
So
voided.
basically, they were like, "Yo, listen, if you ever say this shit happened, we're not giving you your money."
yes.
So why?
If he gives a girl $1 as a shut up, he's admitting to it in court as a settlement.
Uh-huh.
They can cancel the deal.
Okay, so he's basically like, "Yeah, we're gonna get that. We're gonna get that Toronto plus like 300 here in a second." So he's they're basically like,
Jeez,
"All right,
nothing. What the hell's going on?
it's 3-0.
Who's pitching?
Kikuchi is about to get kicked out of this game. So,
Wow.
did you like that?
I didn't like it at all.
Did you hear what I said? You didn't like that?
Like what? Kikuchi.
I said it's Kikuchi's about to get kicked out of the game.
Oh, kicked.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
It was all right.
Good job.
Sometimes you win,
Kikuchi,
sometimes you
Kikuchi.
win some, you lose some. Yeah, Kikuchi kick. So what we're gonna do, guys? We're gonna hit the Blue Jays. It's first and third, 2 outs. No, we're not touching it right now. We're gonna hit the Blue Jays plus they're 250 already. If they get the out, it'll probably go to 210, 215. If they don't get an out and it goes to 4-0, we may start to venture into a territory we don't even want to hit the Blue Jays. But it's 260 right now. So let's hope they get out of this here and we can pop them at like 230, 240. So I have my eye on it while we talk about Grundle's taints and Asian hookers. Bill, what were you saying? All right, here comes the porn bot again. Were you in the middle of something?
Yeah, I'm just saying that it could be all this contract could be void. So
Yeah.
He's
So
stopped.
what I would say is this: who fucking cares? That's my point every time. No one fucking cares. This is media. This is news. The bottom line is, dude should be in jail. I don't care what the NFL thinks. I don't care what fucking the Cleveland Browns think, what the Houston Texans thinks, what fucking Stephen A. Smith thinks, what me or you think. The bottom line is, if all this shit is fucking happening, why is he not in jail? You're not allowed to go around just fucking mushroom thumping fucking Asians who make them touch a grundle. Like that, you can't do that. If I did that, I'm in fucking jail. So if he went to court, right, which he did, and they fucking let him off saying you're not guilty, then put him on the fucking football field. The bottom line is there's a legal court in this fucking country. He was announced innocent, correct? Unless I'm wrong here.
But there's different precedent for criminal and civil cases. You know, there's less of a proof of.
So keep him going through all the fucking courts. There's 66 women saying he raped them. If anything comes up and a court rules, you know what, this happened. This isn't hearsay.
Well, the prosecutors already said there wasn't enough evidence to bring it to court.
So what are we doing, NFL?
But no, so now the women who were pissed are taking it further and going to civil trial.
Great. And listen, he's already gotten off. Listen, and I do not think this is right, but I also don't watch football players for their moral standard. I know a lot of athletes. I know a lot of porn stars. I was telling a story last night in the Discord. I know a lot of people who fucked all these athletes nonstop, 24 hours a day. They're all fucking man whores. Half of them are fucking sexually harassing and raping bitches. Tyreek Hill's punching his pregnant wife and fucking kids. Fucking Ray Lewis fucking murdered a motherfucker and still is playing. No one fucking cares. We're there to watch them play football. So when they go to court, they get off, put him on the fucking field. If new shit comes out saying that he's guilty of this, do you really give a fuck? How many fucking guys in the NFL do you think haven't sexually harassed tens of massage workers before, Bill? Hundreds or thousands is the only question, right? I don't know what these motherfuckers do. We see all the cover-ups that go on all the time with these guys' lives. You were just talking about it last night, Bill, how they cover what was the thing we were talking about, how it was covered up for fucking 5-6 years, and now we're just finding out about it. The Deshaun Watson thing, and there was something else.
I don't remember.
But anyway, it's all, these guys are garbage. Remember what happened on the fucking Washington Redskins boat when they were having this fucking sex party with underage girls and it took 6 years for it to come out? Like this, they're fucking bad people, dude. Just go play fucking football. Stop being fucking the moral police. That's it. Suspend them for the fucking 6 games. Suspend them for the year, whatever it is. And if 6 more bitches come out and say he finger popped my asshole when he was getting a massage, wait until it's proven. Because most of these chicks now are probably just going to catch a bag of money.
I'm the last person to say anybody's anything, you know, like bad or good or anything. And I'm not the morality police. But a lot of these guys are from some bad fucking areas.
Garbage. Listen.
They are growing up in some bad fucking places, like fucking 5 miles down the road from my fucking house. There's some bad fucking people down there.
They didn't just turn into moral, upstanding citizens
when they got in that area, bro. Yeah.
They're still. A lot of these NFL players have bodies, dude. A lot of them got bodies no one fucking knows about. A lot of them got rapes no one knows about.
They saw this shit growing up in their lives.
Yeah.
Some of them were in gangs and let go.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, I'm not stupid. I'm listening to fucking Molly Karam Rose tell me what we should do. Shut the fuck up, you fucking dumb social justice moron. That bitch shouldn't even be allowed to speak in public. Well, if he touched a woman, he shouldn't be allowed to play football. Then cancel the season. Because they're all fucking, half of them are fucking rapists. Get him the fuck out. Give him his punishment. Move the fuck on. Pick a date. Pick a number. Why are we a year and a half later and the NFL still hasn't decided if this is going to be 6 months or 2 years? They just finished their investigation. Well, tell us what you found and make the fucking decision. But you better do this. If you're going to punish this guy for 2 years, just like they suspended fucking, who was it, Ridley? Who did they suspend for a year?
Calvin Ridley.
For putting a bet on FanDuel.
Calvin Ridley.
It was Ridley, right? Ridley gets a fucking year for putting a bet on FanDuel that wasn't even on it. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, okay, so once you set these precedents, you better follow through with every other motherfucker. And just because his name is Tyreek Hill and we have video and fucking audio of him beating the shit out of a woman and beating the shit out of his kid multiple times, he better not get fucking 2 games. That's all I have to say. It's crazy. It's crazy. Who cares? Fucking move on. There's going to be a different woman coming out every day. Half of them are lying. Half of them are telling the truth. Make a decision. Keep it moving. Any other topics?
Draymond.
Draymond, yes. And we'll get to the bets in a second here. What did you want to say about Draymond?
Well, I mean, there was a big argument on Stephen A. Or was it Wake Up this morning or whatever that show's
Get Up,
called?
yeah. JJ Redick and fucking Stephen A. Smith went to war this morning, supposedly.
JJ wanted to fight him.
He's going to show up at 11 o'clock. JJ Redick's awesome.
Stephen A. Smith, what? Hey, what? I ain't scared of you. I ain't scared of you. I'm right here. I'll be right down there. I ain't scared of you.
Yeah. All right, so they're out of the inning here, guys. Let's take the bet now. We're doing the Jays plus 215. Throw that on the sheet, Evan.
Yes, sir.
Blue Jays plus 215. Blue Jays plus 215. All right. You got to just put it in here. All right. We'll just jam that in. Blue Jays plus 215. They're down 3-0 early. So I think the Blue Jays come back and win this game. I wouldn't be surprised if by the 5th or 6th inning we're starting to see this 3-2 game or even tied up. So get on the Blue Jays now, plus 215, and we'll cash some money on the show. The Draymond Green thing, Draymond Green had some comments saying that, a lot of these guys talking about how tough the NBA was in the 90s, Maxwell and these guys, they were the ones getting punched in the face, not doing the enforcing. It was just a select few guys. So there seems to be a big debate going on in the NBA right now about the soft new players. And the reality is that I think everyone said Draymond couldn't play in the 80s or 90s. Honestly, he probably couldn't. Honestly.
I don't agree with that.
There'd be a spot for him, but he's not big enough. He's not big enough to play with the Dale Davises.
No. He wouldn't.
And he doesn't have as good a shot.
And those guys would destroy him.
They would destroy him. So he would. There really wasn't a spot for Dre in the 80s.
And I don't think
he couldn't play power. He couldn't play center or power, and he wasn't built to be.
I don't think he's mentally strong enough either, because he would have gotten into too many fights, too many tussles.
Well, I mean, I think that was fine. Like it's. I think that's good. I think he's tough. I don't think he's not tough. He's been tough since Michigan State.
No, I don't think he's mentally enough. Like, he's the one dishing it out right now.
Because everyone's a pussy, right?
Back then, everybody was.
They would have been bitching him all over.
Michael Jordan would shit talk you to death.
Yeah.
All these guys would shit talk you to death. Draymond's the only one doing it now.
Yeah, I agree with that. But everyone who's saying, they were in an argument on where Draymond Green would fit in the 80s NBA. Nowhere, not because
First
he's not.
Of all, nobody fucking knows, bro. They're different. It's a different game.
Well, you do know, because back then the teams were built with 3 monsters and a couple guards, right? So you had 2 monsters. You had 2, Lambeer, Rodman, guys like that. You had 2 big guys who were bullies, who would go out there, Mahorn, Oakley, Dale Davis, both the Davis brothers. So your teams were built big in the middle, and then you had the guards around it. So Draymond wouldn't have had a home. He's not big enough to play power, so he wouldn't have played.
This shit where everybody comes together and form these super teams didn't happen until the end of these, like Drexler, the end of his career.
I mean, really, Paul Pierce.
Malone, the end of his career. These people stayed with the teams they were on. And now you got 25 or 30% of the NBA has all the best players.
Right.
You can't have 30% of the league have all the best players on that 30% of the league, and then 1 or 2 superstars sprinkled out through the rest.
The reason NBA Jam was such a good game was because every team had 2 stars, right? Like from top to bottom.
And that's it, though. There was no, and then there was role players.
There was no team with 5.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. And now you get the team like, you get the Nets where you get all these guys, you get all this. Lakers tried to do it, but they're too old. Bro, it doesn't work anymore. The NBA doesn't work. And I respect some of the guys like
Yahtzee 3-1. Tapia just fucking sent one into the fountain. 3-1. Go on.
I respect like Giannis for saying I want to stay in Milwaukee. I want to be there. Let me build that fucking team. See if a couple guys want to play with me. You know what I'm saying? Stay there. Not gonna go do this. You hear? Then LeBron last night makes a comment. Oh, what team would you want to be on? Go
with the best players. That's what he should have said.
Obviously, he picked the Warriors.
Yeah.
And then with everything this morning with him and with a Warriors jersey on, he wants to go there.
Mm-hmm. Where's my chat? I just hit a button, Evan. What did I hit that the chat would come out of the
it went down to the bottom.
Yeah, where do I default view? There we go. I got to hit default view. All right, got it. I like to see the people as we celebrate our home run. Come on, motherfuckers. Write some shit in the chat. We just got a home run. We just cut the lead in 33%. Let's go.
There's also a giveaway happening. We have 165 people in here, and only 22 of you have entered. So,
yeah, guys, enter the giveaway contest, you fucking donkeys. How do they do it, Evan? Tell them how to enter the giveaway and tell them what the giveaway is.
We're giving away a free week. We're giving away a free week to 4deepbets.com.
Free week to 4D Bets?
4D Bets, the best betting site on the internet.
Where do I sign?
And all you have to do is type !free, no spaces. You can see it all in the chat.
!free. How many spaces, Bill?
None.
No spaces. And you too can win a free week to hang out with me, Bill Rupp, Evan, and the rest of our staff in the 4D Bets Discord and get weird. So I think we're good on that. Bottom line, Draymond couldn't play in the 80s. There wouldn't have been a spot for him. But a lot of guys in the 80s couldn't play in the 2000s right now because there wouldn't be a spot for him, right? There's no place for Bill Laimbeer on a fucking Golden State Warriors team. So it is a moot point on some level. I think we can all come together outside of JJ Redick and agree the NBA is a complete dog shit product and everything they've done to it has made it worse. Fair statement? I'd much rather watch fucking Bulls Celtics or Bulls Heat or Bulls Knicks or Knicks Heat or anything like that back in the 80s and 90s than watch this fucking 30-point blowout shit show 3-point free throw shooting contest that we watch right now. Bottom line, stop giving people technicals. Draymond shouldn't even add one technical last game, let alone almost getting two. Stop giving them technicals, keep them in the game, let them fuck around each other. Let's get it going. All right. Let's get to the bets. We have Price Wallace PGA bets lined up here. Are they in the article? I don't see them in there, E.
They're not there.
We do not have the Price Wallace bets in the article. Luckily, I am the hostess with the mostest, and I will make up for this by going into our hashtag on the 4D Bets Discord and giving you a few Price Wallace plays, whether he likes it or not. Let's see. He's got a bunch of first-round leaders in here. He's got some top 20s. I'm going to do this for you. I'm going to give you all the top 20s here. How about that? So let me go here. I'm just going to put them under Tommy Evan in our slip. And then you can masterfully do what you want with these things. You can see how OCD I am. I can't even let that sit there like that. All right. So he's got Hubbard, top 20, plus 425. He's got Schwab, top 20, plus 425. He's got Todd, plus top 20, plus 275, and Kirk top 20 plus 200. I will give you a couple outrights here. It looks like his favorite outright, judging by units. I don't want to speak for him here, but I'm going to say Burns and Cam Smith, plus 1,200, plus 1,400. You guys should do that on this show. He has a couple longer shots. I'm going to save those for 4D Bets. You guys can only win 12 to 14 times your money on the bets I'm giving you. Our subscribers have one that is literally plus 75,500, which hopefully we will win, and you will not because you are not signed up. And let's see. Let me give him a first-round leader here. Let's go with Cam Smith, first-round leader, plus 250, plus 2,500. There you go. Did you get all those, Evan? Did I speak too fast?
I'll figure it out.
All right. So those are the Price Wallace golf bets for the day. He will be back with us next week. Price had something to attend to today. Now let's move on to NBA, Bill. We just talked a little NBA with Draymond Green. It looks like we're running really late on the show, but we had a 15-minute delay. So we're actually probably going to run this till around 3:10. So we don't have to freak out about the clock there. Bill, NBA bets for today. You swept the last NBA game, correct?
Correct.
How did you feel about that? Did you feel happy?
Made me extremely happy. And
right.
I mean, Tommy, I'm going back to the well on everything again.
We're going back to Cali.
Yep. Every single bet that I did last game, I'm doing again.
How many are you going to give to the people here?
I am going to give 3.
Ooh, I think I'm going to co-sign 2 of them.
Ooh, why only 2?
Because I got to see what your third is. I don't remember.
Okay, it's on the sheet. So started off with the Warriors, third quarter, money line. Guys, nothing else has been better in NBA. Hoffman and I have been playing it. Tommy said he came up with it 10 years ago.
I did. Things Tommy G invented.
Nothing's better than that. Take it. I mean, we're already up on it. God forbid it loses, we've already killed it. So
that's the one I'm not co-signing just yet, but I do love the bet.
I love it.
Once I love the bet.
It gets into the game, the past 2 games, it's gone from 110 to 185.
Yes.
So you've already missed out. So you got to take it before the game.
100%.
And then I'm going back to Steph Curry. First quarter, rebounds, assists.
Yes.
He keeps putting it at 1.5. He keeps getting it. He plays the whole quarter, so we get 12 minutes no matter what. God forbid an injury, that's it. That's the only thing that's going to hurt us. But he plays the whole quarter, so you get 12 minutes of Steph. All he has to do is get 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and we take it home like we did last time. Last game, I even parlayed them together. So if you want to parlay them together, it's about 180, something like that. Or take them separate. There's a few books that do it. MGM, DraftKings, you could parlay. Another one I'm not going to mention lets you take them straight, and Caesars has it for straight. So you could do a few places, and I don't know if Bovada or those other ones. I'm not sure because I can't use those. I'm from New Jersey. But I love those. They've hit every time, I think, for like the past maybe 9 games.
I mean, we've hit it every single game, and I don't think we've missed any of them.
Yeah. So just keep hitting. We're going to hit them the rest of the series, however long it goes. If you miss one during the way, he's going to get it in another game. So just keep betting. You can't stop betting. So those are the 3 that I'm going to give you. I have 2 more that I love, but I'm going to save it for our subscribers. But those are the 3. Get them in now.
I like it. I'm slamming the Steph first quarter both. Obviously, me and you've been fucking killing those straight through, and we'll continue to kill it. I think for a while there, you were doing the assists, I was doing the rebounds, or you were doing the rebounds, I was doing
rebounds, you were doing assists.
Yeah, and then we just merged it. Yeah,
you stopped, so I just picked it up.
Yeah, I wanted to see the first game of this series and make sure I did it again last game. I had a max bet on all 3, and I'll add something to that. I'm going to give you 2 bets. I have a bunch tonight. I actually have an under prop that I like too tonight, which is the first one that I'm doing here. But I'm going to give you Steph Curry, another one for the first quarter, which I've been doing, and it's hit every game so far. And I think on the road, it's even better. Steph Curry, first quarter points. As I said in the first game, I said Steph needs to come out firing. And he came out firing in that first game. So I am going right back to the well here with the Steph Curry first quarter points. It's over 8.5 plus money. So I'm sure you can find a 7.5 somewhere lingering around, but I'm going to take that plus money on the over 8.5. It's plus, what do you see on your book there, Bill, on MGM?
Which one is,
I got plus 100 Steph Curry first quarter points right here. Let me go to Bet365, see what they got. I haven't looked over there yet. First quarter player. I don't know why they keep putting them at 1.5 rebounds and assists. Doesn't even make sense. Points, first quarter player points. They got 8.5 plus 105. You seeing anything in MGM?
No, you got to do a parlay with that. So
yeah, you got to do the same game.
Actually, you can bring it down if you want.
Right. So if you guys are on MGM or DraftKings, they use the same stupid garbage interface for their 1-game parlays. Love MGM site, hate their interface.
They'll let you bring the assists down to 1 and the rebounds down to 1, and you can bring his points down to maybe 7.
6 or 7
you
usually.
Parlay those together if you want to just take it, like if you want to be less.
Yeah. So you got to basically, they don't let you take it straight. You have to do it in a same game parlay. So, or you could just take like a minus 5,000 fucking bet and stick it with it just to get the straight bet equivalent. So that's one of the ones I'm doing. The other one I'm doing is my baby Draymond Green over 13.5 rebounds and assists. Should have smashed it last game. I mean, terrific negative variance on the bet. He destroyed it in game 1 in the first game of the series. Should have smashed it last game. I really don't have any idea. This is the first game back in Boston here. So your only concern is that these refs are going to get a little fucking weird and fucking a little crazy and start blowing whistles, and he might get teed up or thrown out. But so that's why I probably won't go as crazy with the size on this one. But I mean, last game, another example of, you know, him just really dominating when he was out there. No one fucking hit their shots for him. It was amazing. Every time he passed to someone, there was a layup that was fucking missed or a fucking shot that was blocked. Still ended up with 5 rebounds, 7 assists. I think he ends this game with about 8 or 9 rebounds and 6 or 7 assists. So I think you should blow through this 13.5. So we'll take that too. Who do you like for the game tonight, Bill?
I don't know. I'm not sure yet.
I do.
I'm leaning Boston. I'm not sure. You?
Boston.
Yeah, I'm leaning that way.
Boston's the better team. Everyone can't forget that. Game 2 was fixed. We knew it from the beginning. Said it before the game. Don't bet fucking Boston in Game 2. There's no way the league's letting the Warriors get wiped out of this early. I got to check out the numbers with Scott Foster and see if Scott Foster is officiating this game.
Yeah, but, he is.
Okay. Do you have anything on that?
Yeah, there's a statistic out there. Barstool tweeted it that the Celtics are 12-0 in games that Scott Foster has reffed.
All in.
It is not true. They're 5-3.
5-3. Wow, Barstool's lying. Okay.
I think Boston coming off a loss too, is very good in the playoffs. I think Stephen A was talking about something about that this morning. I don't really remember, but I think so.
Let's see. What is the how did they just lie on that?
I saw 2 different reports where Barstool tweeted that, and then someone actually broke down and looked at the NBA records or whatever, and they said it wasn't true. I'm going to actually dive into it more now and see what the real
go
is.
check that. Because I did see that before, and obviously you can't fact check every single thing. I know Scott Foster has drastic records with teams like the Heat, I believe. I believe the Heat were 24-7 under Scott Foster. But he does have he is a very hard-nosed ref. Celtics are 12-0 in games with Scott Foster. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's confirmed. We got to check that. Either way, I'm betting the Celtics regardless. The only way I wouldn't is if the Warriors were 12-0 under Scott Foster, which we know is not the case. But I think Celtics are the far better team. They stole game 1 in Golden State. I just think they're better. I don't think Clay's right. I don't think the role players are going to do as well on the road. Steph's probably going to, get his, as we know. And the role players in Boston should step up. I mean, if you look at last game, why they got wiped out, like I said, Bill, before the game, I thought the game was fixed coming in. There's no way they were going to let the Warriors go down 2-0. But, Horford had 2 points. Williams had 2 points. Smart had 2 points. The other Williams, 6, 2, 3, 3. White had a decent game. He had about 12 points. Pritchard had 2 points. So the same way in game 1, you said that, Smart and Horford can't do that again, right? Well, I think it's the opposite here. I don't think they're going to combine for 6 points, Smart, Williams, and Horford again either. So now you have the opposite extreme. This is going to be the most telling game of the entire series. This is going to be the game where you see who's going to win the series. So, Bill, winner of this game wins the series in my mind. And I think it's the Boston Celtics.
All right. Let's go.
All right, let's go. So we're going to go Boston minus – let me go Celtics. Celtics. You going to bet on the side at all, Bill?
I don't know yet.
All right. Let's see here. So Celtics minus 140, I see. 152 on FanDuel's too.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm leaning that way. I might stay with the props because I've been pretty good with them.
Yeah, that's I'm gonna have way more on the props than I do on any of that shit.
Yeah, I may add them to a parlay.
Later. You got to get some exposure just to fuck around because it's the playoffs. Baseball, Billy Boy. We are moving on to the baseball games. So yesterday in the MLB front. Decent day. Giants let me down. That sucked. Yankees came out and did their job. Boston made us sweat that fucking motherfucker all through the end. I had the Braves live. So won all those 3. Blue Jays won. Really my only loss. Come on, get out.
What is it?
3-2. What'd I tell you? I fucking told you at the beginning of the fucking show when it's 3-0. In a couple innings before we get off, this thing's going to be 3-2, 3-3.
Listen, I got 2 bets. I got over 3.5 team total, and I got Toronto to win.
Yeah, bro, that's what we do here. No other shows are doing this. Fucking live right in front of you, telling you what's going to happen, watching it happen. Sign up. 4deepbets.com, you fucking losers. It's $27 for 7 days. We'll be winning or tied before this show ends. I promise you that. So I may have to extend the show a little bit. I may have to just keep going until they tie the game. What were we talking about there? Baseball yesterday. Yeah, so baseball yesterday. Baseball's really been leveling out for me. It's a couple bad breaks. The Giants lose to fucking the Rockies at home, like Giants. Come on, be better. I need to win money off Bill. But won the Yankees, won the Blue Jays, won the Red Sox, won the Braves. So basically, 3-4 out of 5 on the baseball bets. And I had to sacrifice my own account, Bill. I had to sacrifice my own money yesterday for the betterment of my future and to not hear your mouth as much. So I went and put the Mets in a parlay, plus 120 for the first. I don't bet the Mets.
You ruined it.
I hate them, right? So I had to go destroy the Mets. If the Mets aren't going to destroy themselves, I had to go destroy them personally. And I think I succeeded, Bill. Not only did they lose, Marte and Alonso both get hurt. The two guys I predicted. Let's see how the Mets do when an Alonso and Marte injury pop up. Both get hurt in the same game. So Mets haters, bow to your king. I have officially put the Mets on potentially their first serious offensive injury watch of the season by them costing me my parlay. Bill Rupp, how do you think about me cursing the Mets?
Alonso and Marte, both huge parts of the team. Waiting to see Alonso and Marte. I don't know. I didn't hear the latest what's going on, but the Mets have to do something today with their pitching staff to end this just taking shit from every fucking team and getting hit by pitcher after pitcher, and nobody's doing anything about it. They've got hit in the head. Now they're hitting their hand. Like, either throw the ball away. Listen, I understand you don't want Alonso to spread those fucking python arms and hit the ball 500 feet. But come on, man. Like, this is bullshit. This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Guys are getting hurt, and no one's doing anything about it on the Mets. I mean, DeGrom and Scherzer are out. So someone's got to step up, Tommy. And it maybe have to be tonight. Bassett was brought in as the third starter, right? He's been vocal about this already. He's a tough guy. He should pitch inside to these guys today. If he's not going to hit one of them, not going to hit Machado, not going to hit one of these guys, he's got to pitch inside and send a message today. That's it. He's got to be the one to do it, and it's got to be today.
Yeah.
If it's not today, it's never going to happen. The rest
you got to hit someone in the head. You got to go drill Manny Machado in the head or something.
Manny's got to be the sacrifice.
And listen, I'm usually the person who says, hit him in the ass, hit him in the ribs, hit him in the forearm. The way listen, I hate the fucking Mets. The way the Mets have had their whole team headhunted all year, the fact that, Marte was a running injury yesterday, so we're not going to count that. But Alonso getting thrown up and in twice on that at bat, one of them hitting his hand, you got to go take someone else's head off. Because, listen, I feel bad for Machado or whoever it gonna and should be, but you need to make a statement to the rest of the league. Like I said yesterday, as far as I'm betting the Mets today. Hopefully I can fucking curse them and start a losing streak, right? Like, I have to sacrifice my short term for my long term to curse this team.
I mean, the Mets only
but Bill, you got to sacrifice doing the wrong thing today. You probably shouldn't hit anyone above the shoulder ever, let alone a team that just hit one guy once in the Padres. But you got to send a message to the rest of the league, or you're going to lose Lindor and everyone else.
And it's got to be done today. Bassett's the guy who has to do it. It should
be the first pitch of the game.
He's got to do it today, whether it's the first pitch of the game or it's Manny. You have to do it. I don't want to see Manny get hurt, but he has to get hit today. You have to prove something. You can't keep getting your players hurt and pitched up and in. The Yankees have power hitters up and down that lineup. And I understand Judge gets pitched into sometimes, but they're not hitting Stanton and Judge like this over and over. These guys are getting hit. Like, Alonso's getting hit a lot. I mean, something's got to be done. Whether he fucking charges them. He was hurt so bad he couldn't even fucking get mad yesterday.
Yeah.
I mean, you hit Judge like that or Stanton, they're going to fucking take your head off.
How do we not have a fucking update on Alonso?
Nothing yet. Nothing's happening.
I'm all over Twitter as you're talking, looking, and everyone's just complaining how there's no update on Alonso and Marte.
Nothing yet.
And one of the excuses was that they're out on the West Coast. That's why it's taking so. What the fuck are you talking about? You don't have doctors on the West Coast? Like, fuck, get out of here. So I'd be shocked, dude. As tough as Alonso is, I'd be shocked if that injury was just a bone bruise or something. I mean, that did not look good. That did not look good at all. Oh, let's go. 3-3. 3-3, as I told you.
He was on the ground.
I mean, Evan, who's better?
Nobody.
Who's better than me?
He was on the me.
Nobody.
Maybe Bill. I literally told you this game would be tied before the show's over, and it's fucking tied. Now, watch. We're going to take the lead, too. Get ready for that.
All right, let's end the show before it happens.
No, we're going to take the lead. Come on. Let's go. My camera's fucking moving. I'm kicking everything. Everything's fucking off-centered and fucking crooked. What were you saying, Bill? Sorry.
I said Alonso was really hurt yesterday. I mean, you could see it in his eyes when he went down. He was really hurt. So
yeah. Yes, I agree with you. He was, and it was a bad area too. It was like pinky, like right in here. So it was either wrist. This is the spot you want it to be, obviously. But I felt like watching the replay, it was either pinky or wrist. So hopefully it was the meat here, and then you could deal with the bone bruise. I've been hit there a bunch of times when I played. Kind of weird though that he was batting and it hit his.
No, it was his right. It was his right.
No. What I'm saying is it hit his right hand. I've batted a million times and been hit here. I've never come through on a swing and like had my hand separate and have it hit the right one. The right pinky is far more important than the left because you could bat like this. A lot of players do bat with their bottom finger or two off, but this one is strength. You're actually locking in with that, but you could do this and hit fine. So that right pinky is a little bit of an issue. So curious to see what that does. There was your hitting lesson from Tommy G, who batted .410 in high school and shows the whole Discord the picture on the wall from there. So I'm the best. What do we got for bets today?
We just did.
I mean, you just got a plus 250. Fucking that's sitting at minus 150. So I mean, the best.
I mean,
what else you like today?
What do you want? I mean, like
MLB. Are the Astros still on the banned substance list? Do we want to go back to Baltimore with some fucking chaos after some nice?
I mean, what I'm gonna do is
Yankees. You know I'm going nasty Nestor right up that ass.
I'm already on the Yankees. If you're a subscriber, you got it before parlayed with Toronto, team total and money line. And tonight I'm going back to the well again. First game was 1-0. Second game we had to win in extras. I'm going to the Red Sox. Let's mark it down again. Red Sox. Trout is back, like you said yesterday, hitting.
Is he back though? He got hurt. Remember?
He did. I forgot about that.
Yeah, don't
He's
forget.
Back hitting, but he might not be back playing.
Yeah,
today.
so keep your eye on that. Again, that's what Bill's right.
I'm almost positive he's going to be out today.
Yeah, we were watching the game and I was studying Trout. He was 0 for 24 or something like that heading into the game yesterday.
Minus 160, if you want to put that up for me, or I could do it myself.
You
want the team total as well?
No, just the money line.
Yeah, so yesterday I was studying Trout because I've been waiting for Trout, Muncy, Trevor Story I called to the day, right? Muncy I've been late on. I thought he was going to break out. He hasn't yet, so I'm still monitoring that. And the second I heard Trout was over.
Muncy's injured. So
I know, but I'm saying I missed it by a week even before he got injured. He never got hot when I said he would, so got to take the L with the W's. But I did call Joey Gallo the day before. He homered the day before. But Trout's a guy we were keeping our eye on, right? We're like, he's 0 for 20. The second this motherfucker hits a home run, jump on his train going forward. And he got a single 2 days ago. We were like, okay, he's hitting. He broke the over. And then yesterday, we were watching the game. He hit a bomb. And then his next at bat, he did the number one thing that I identify from when my DFS days to currently. When a player is in a slump and he starts getting hits to right center, jump on board. That's what I saw with Trevor Story. That's what I'm seeing with Trout. He was about to go white hot nuclear, Bill. And he left the game.
Yeah, was trying to stretch.
We don't know now.
He was taking that hit that you said to right center to second base.
He was jogging too. He wasn't even running hard.
Yeah, well, it was when he was coming out of first down the line. He pulled something. Yeah. And he's done. So hopefully he's not in the lineup tonight, which is a hell of a lot better for me. Yeah. So I like the Red Sox. I'm riding them again. It's just because the Angels are garbage.
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, it's listen, I'm going to.
We had a better line the past 2 days. This line's a little higher, 160, but it's still very good to take it.
There's a lot to like today, dude.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of.
I this.
I've been just giving out winners on here, and I gave out a lot of NBA and the Boston again that I'm riding. So I'm gonna keep everything else to myself.
All right. Yeah. There's a lot I like today. So you guys want to get signed up, $27, 7 days, 4deepbets.com, number 4deepbets.com. Yankees, I'm laying the wood. That line should be minus 250. I don't care. Chris Archer versus fucking nasty Nestor Cortez. Are you kidding me? Are you giving me 180 on that? I think it was 175 I'm seeing on that.
Unless Judge and Stanton are sitting.
Exactly. So, that doesn't make any sense. Obviously, we'll wait to put it in officially until the lineups come out. As I'm saying, all the bets that I give out on here, guys, don't necessarily hit our sheet for our subscribers. We say this all the time. It happened again the other day. I got trolled on Twitter. Some kid, I was saying how I wasn't even bragging about it. I didn't even tweet. He's like, nice call on Miami. Then I was like, what about Miami? He's like, they got killed. You had them plus 1.5. I go, we didn't bet them. You said it on the show. Yeah, but there was a pitching change before the game. I never put them out to my subscribers. So, what the fuck? Sign up. It's $27, you cheap fuck. If you're gambling, obviously you can afford 27 fucking bucks. If you're watching the show, obviously you don't think we're fucking horrible at this, or you wouldn't be. Why would you watch a gambling show that you think sucks? I don't watch any shows I think suck. So if you're watching, you must want some of our information. So if you want more of it, pay $27. Like, that's it. Like, it's not hard. Even if you don't take the bets and just use the information we give in the Discord, that's fine. But yeah, I was like, it didn't make. And so he said I think he used the word scandalous, was the word scandalous, that you give out bets on the show that you don't put in yourself.
We tell you, they're all, if Judge and Stanton are out,
if Judge and Stanton aren't in a lineup,
we're not taking the Yankees.
Yeah, and here's the thing. We don't care about 10 cents on a line. Some people, and that's fine that they bet that way, are basically just line hunters, and they just want the best value on the lines, and they hit them early in the morning. I want to fucking win. So I'd much rather pay 190 or 180 to know that fucking Stanton and Judge are in than get it at 166 and then find out that I'm missing all my fucking guys that I need to win the game. So
yesterday was weird on a game that we had. We killed pitching props from 4 deep yesterday also, Aber and myself. Scooble was in the lineup and then out of the lineup. Then there was some type of rain delay or something. And then he was back in the lineup.
Yeah.
And which got me nervous because I said if he was going to start, and then he wasn't going to start, but now he's starting again. I tried to jump off of Aber's play and take the under, but it was already locked in. And luckily it didn't because he had like 8Ks in the cash. So that was awesome. Great call. I don't know what the hell went on over there, nor do I care because we won.
Yeah, that's it. All we care is we won. Yeah, Aber had a great day with that yesterday.
Yeah, Springs and Scooble, and we had Bradish yesterday, who should have had 7 or 8Ks.
And the day before, I think Aber smashed it with Hunter Green, right? Didn't he hit the 5, 6, 7, 8K ladder all the way up? So
yep.
That's good. So Aber's getting hot on the pitcher props over there. That's nice to see. I actually today is another game I like. I don't know if I mentioned it on here yet.
You haven't bet any pitcher props really this year.
I haven't been diving as.
Last year that was all you bet.
Yeah, but you remember last year it was at the beginning of
half of the season.
Last year it was the beginning of the season. The pitcher props were easy. And the beginning of this baseball season in April, I was pretty much spun upside down, dancing on my head, punching myself in the face. So, but we'll start getting back into it now that all the other sports are dying down. San Diego Padres bill minus 130. I mean, how do you not take that?
I got to see the Mets lineup.
I don't have to. Alonso's not playing. I'll tell you that. Like Marte's not playing. There's no way. So at best, they're day to day. Marte has injuries all the time, so he's not playing. Like I would be shocked. And again, we're gonna wait to make sure they're not playing to put the bet in. If Alonso and Marte are in the lineup, then I probably won't make this bet. But if either, and I would bet that both are out, I would lay up to 170 on this. I mean, that's.
Well, I think that line.
The Mets have no offense once you take Marte and Alonso.
As soon as those two are announced out, that's when the line's going to move.
Yeah, that's why this is one situation where I'm taking the 130 just because I know they're not playing. So I don't need official confirmation. There's no fucking way.
The pitching matchup is pretty even. Manaea versus Bassett.
I like Manaea. I like this matchup for Manaea. As a lefty.
Their numbers are identical throughout.
Yeah, no. They're both good.
They have the same amount of strikeouts. They both given up about the same amount of home runs. They both have a 3.7 ERA.
Yeah.
They both pitched about in the 60s of innings. They have identical records, and both of them were on the same team before. And
that is true. And they both came from the same area. That's right.
and here you go. There's another one. The Mets, in your favor, don't hit lefties well at all.
That was the point I was going. So what I was saying was the matchup
now is a little fishy to me.
The line, what I was saying about the matchup, and great points by you. I was actually saying that the matchup for Minaya is better than the matchup for Bassett because the Mets don't hit lefties well, and now you're taking two of their most powerful righties out of the lineup in Marte and Alonso. Lindor does not hit well from the right side, so you're basically looking. You got McNeil, you got Nimmo, you got a lot of other lefties in that lineup. Canna will probably play. He does well versus lefties. Last time I checked, would have to check that. But this Met lineup is inept versus a lefty pitcher with no Marte and Alonso. They're going to be. This is probably an under brewing, but I don't see the Mets scoring more than 2 runs in this game, 2-3 max. So the Padres should take this easy. Let's get to the hockey and get out of here because I have to take a shit, Bill Rupp. And when you feel it brewing?
Thank you.
It's brewing. I'm literally going to have to shut off and run. So for hockey, there is no hockey today. There is hockey tomorrow. We don't have a show tomorrow. The Rangers are back versus the Lightning. I know Ghosty Buns is taking the Rangers tomorrow. I'm fairly certain. I don't know if he'll do it through team total or if he'll do it through the money line. I will be on the Rangers, Evan. Rangers plus 110 tomorrow for Tommy G. Bill, what do you like in the hockey before we wrap?
I'm going to go back to Zibanejad, Zibby to score a goal.
I am too, yeah.
I like that.
Saving that.
And I don't know about a side yet. I'm toss up. Got to wait.
All right. Well, I have literally chills. I have to shit so bad. So final words, Bill Rupp.
Collect on Monday, and let's get the hell out of here.
All right, Evan Hand, final words.
You guys got 160 likes, so I get keep my job.
Oh yeah, we got to do the giveaway. Giveaway.
Go.
Here we go. Close entries. Boom. Pick winner. Rodion Semilov. You win if
Rodion Semilov. It sounds like a fucking UFC fighter. Fucking from Russia. Wow, what a name that is.
Sounds like something you should be taking for your stomach. I'm taking Semilov.
Rodion Semilov. Let's go. I need to be friends with that guy. Rodion, when you get in our chat, let me know. I need to meet you. That's a name. That dude don't fuck around, bro. Like, if I told you, Bill, I was like, Bill, you got to get in a fight today. You're like, with who? I was like, Rodion Semilov. You'd be like,
I'd rather fight anybody else in this.
Jimmy.
Yeah, give me Jimmy Foister. Seems
our boy Peter
Smith.
Vincent. Always tweets our stuff.
Yeah, give me Peter Vincent.
Dave, Donald, Tim, anyone.
Yeah, I'll fight Tim. I'll fight Donald Taylor. Like, just no Romy and Semenov. No.
I don't want to fight you guys, but
yeah.
Well, DM me on Twitter. Give me your email address and stuff. We'll get you set up.
I can't wait till the porn bot wins a free one. We'll be giving more giveaways out. We'll probably do 2 giveaways this Friday. We do have a new thing coming. I don't want to tell you anything about it. There's some new stuff coming that you're going to be excited about very shortly. But Evan Hand, final words.
Thanks for letting me keep my job.
You're no problem. We didn't confirm that. That's actually yeah.
Hey, whoa! We got 160 likes.
I mean, I said get to 150 and Evan may keep his job.
Oh, May.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we got 10 over.
That might push you there. Maybe
until we find someone else.
Yeah.
Maybe Rodium Simabot is a producer.
If Rodium
doesn't speak English,
that's your job, you won't have a choice. He's just going to take it.
Honestly, go for it.
Yeah, what are you going to do about it?
He'll kick my ass.
Rodion Semilov? No, I don't think you are. So anyway, I got to take a shit, and you're welcome for the Blue Jays 3-3 before the end of the show. And you're welcome for all the rest of the winners we're about to give you tonight. So get on over to 4dbets.com. $27 for 7 days. Get in. Come fuck. College World Series starts back up Friday. I am skull fucking it. I cannot wait. 40-something games of College World Series baseball this weekend. So if you sign up now, you are signing up at the perfect time. This shit runs straight through July. So get the month. Sign up. Get in. We are going to fucking skull fuck this weekend. We did it last weekend. Hockey, NASCAR, college baseball, tennis, you name it. We got it. For Evan Hand, for Bill Rupp, I am Tommy G. Good luck. Stay cashin', motherfuckers.
Let's go!